Alrighty, so whenever they gave out the free Relic, I actually already had enough materials to make one, so I'm kind of just sitting on them at the moment because there's not really another good deer relic that I want to make at the moment. But I never really tested out her relic in PvP when I made it, so we're going to be testing out Red SR Elizabeth. I went ahead and hit level 100 on her because I've already because of Summer Deanne already coming out and everything. I'm just sitting on a little bit more original demon flames or whatever you want to call those than usual. So yeah, her relic increases allies HP related stats by 15%. So I'm thinking we'll just go raw damage and just hope that we'll be able to, one, get health back at the beginning of the turn because of her passive, and lifesteal should be really good. So we're just going to use like a pretty aggressive team, I think, and we shall see how it goes. I'm not exactly sure how great she's going to be. I know that some people have been using her on the Bond team, which I think is kind of an interesting play, if I have to be honest, but not really sure, because they'll put her in the back and then they'll put Twiggo up front. But honestly, without Terry, the Bond team is just missing ult control, and the stance is obviously really, really good. So yeah, it would be super nice to have Terry on the team if possible. But I guess we can just go for straight up damage. He might have evasion. He does. That's fine. Whatever. Well, maybe not fine, but okay, cool. We do kill him very easily. And then hopefully any damage that he does here. I'm interested to see how much King does and then how much I'm able to lifesteal back. I should check her and see if she has Tarmiel. I'm assuming she does. Most of them do. So actually not as much damage there as I was expecting. I need to check their stats as well, because they should have plus 15% on all of their HP related stats. Ooh, really good like increase back at the very beginning. Yeah, so 33% on regen. Lifesteal's 54% so far. That's pretty high. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take quite a bit of damage from King's ult. Wow, that's so much damage on her. She definitely didn't have the link. So I guess here's hoping I survive this. He's gonna get so many damage increase stacks on him. I think he's obliterated, but maybe we can do it with the rest of the team here. We get a merge there, which is kind of nice. If we would have had ult, that would have been a super good play. If I would have realized what I had in hand, or well, I guess I drew cards after, so that's not really a great great way to remember things. But let's just try to go all out on King, because obviously he's a big shield. I forgot he used ult. Oh, and he's got Merlin too, so there's a really good chance he actually has an ult removal, which is quite unfortunate. I think I maybe should have just went ahead and used that, because okay, he's putting up a shield, understandable, and then I'm assuming he takes off the ultimate. Ooh, good bit of damage on him too. This actually, I think this attack seals if you have it at level 2, but obviously we don't, so let's go for this. Pretty lackluster heal, if I'm being honest, but it's fine. I just can't do enough damage to get to get through the shield and actually put any damage on him. Plus, I'm sure he's life-stealing back some as well, so went for the shield here. Does have the takeoff ultimate move gauge. Luckily, well, actually, unfortunately, I don't have an Escanor card in hand. Ooh. I'm gonna go for both ults here, so that way he's at least scared of something, maybe. But obviously, Escanor's the big threat. I'm stuck in a point where I don't want to move to the next next fight just yet, but I also don't think that this is super entertaining, so putting up a shield and then going for the ult. He's going for Escanor, of course. Why would you not? This is gonna kill him. 250k. Alright, so now we have this shield, which I don't think is super good, but we might be able to attack seal him next turn depending on how this goes. Actually, I highly doubt it. I think we're gonna go ahead and move on, because we're not gonna be able to beat through this shield. His ultimate is gonna do a lot of damage to these two, especially Liz, because she's an SR hero. So moving on. Alrighty, we have another Rimuru team. Pretty low CC, actually. Kind of surprised at that, if I'm being honest. Pretty sure it's a bot, so there's also that. But oh well. Yeah, no wonder the CC is insanely low. He's gotta have like, well, I mean, obviously he has Suicide Liz on, so I'm assuming that she's the reason why the CC is so low. He has her at level 62, which I made the same mistake. Mine is also at level 60, which is very unfortunate. Very bad. Very sad days. Debuff disable. Very cool. Okay, decent damage there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to double single target to give Melly more stacks. Because hopefully we can kill her, because she has Ludo Link on for whatever reason. And I know that the AoE is probably going to kill Liz, and that's okay. I'm not really that worried about it, but I'm hoping that it kills Deanne. At the very least, it does. She's going to full heal and get her ultimate. Or no, it only gives 2 gauges. I forgot. She's not for Aldrin. So, not a huge deal. I think this one, obviously it's a bot, but not sure how good the Suicide team is if you're not running 4v4s and such. Plus, I'm just... I've got a much better team for this because I'm going more single target, whereas I feel like a lot of teams have very high AoE. So we'll go ahead and move on from this one, and we'll see how the next one goes. Aw, very unfortunate. Alrighty, we had a little bit of loading here. I'm assuming high CC, 349. I actually just barely squeaked by on that one. I really want to go for Liz, but getting rid of Sariel would actually free up a lot of trouble, not having to worry about him tanking like a ton of damage and everything like that. So getting rid of him first turn is probably the best call. What was that, 150 something thousand lifesteal? Or just like I don't, would that have been lifesteal? I don't think that would have been I mean, I know he's got 50 something percent lifesteal, but I don't know. That was quite high. That was a lot of regen. I'm not sure what that number was, but it was big. He has melee in the back, which is kind of bizarre. Let's see how much Escanor lifesteal's back here. With ooh, we can go for his ultimate as well, which is really good. Yeah, let's see how much he lifesteals with these two cards. So 42,000 damage, 20k heal, 60,000 damage, 40k heal. Good damage there. Pretty much back to full. Not quite. I was really hoping for a full heal there, but you know, that's fine. No melee cards, which is a bit unfortunate. I feel like people are always like, oh, Ludo is a card magnet, but it's not necessarily the fact that he's a card magnet, it's the fact that I'm using everyone else's cards and not him. So obviously if I pull cards for him, they're gonna stay in my hand. Nice, nice, nice. So that one was decent. That one was actually somewhat able to let me test like regen and lifesteal and such. So okay, moving on. All right, I'm pretty sure this one's a bot. It's a Champ 4 player, not a bot. Okay, understood. He's not like, he doesn't have like a tag or anything on him. I thought he was going to be a bot for sure. Only person he out CCs is Melee of all people, which is kind of interesting. I completely forgot, actually. I'm using HP defense on Escanor. Absolutely forgot about that. So no wonder he wasn't really doing as much damage, I guess, in the last run. I'm assuming he's gonna kill Melee first turn. Okay, single target. And then AoE. Okay. The Infect actually completely shuts down my whole thing here, so that's pretty unfortunate. So I guess we hope that we have decent lifesteal from this card, so that way the Flood does a little bit more. Not great, if I'm being honest. Only one crit too. I think if we would have double crit, we probably would have killed there, but that's just unfortunate. And then now he's pretty much good to kill my entire team because the Infect. That, I mean, honestly, is the best counterplay he ever could have had here. I think he's gonna AoE. He's not. Okay, that's, well, I mean, he used the AoE in the last round, so I'm not surprised he didn't have it, but interesting. I think I'm gonna go for this. I kind of wanted to use two single target, or two of the AoEs, but maybe two AoEs would have been better. And this would have lifestealed a good amount, but unfortunately I'm screwed. All right, we got one more game in us. Let's see how it goes. Alrighty. Okay. A lot of Rimarus in the meta today. I feel like I don't normally go against too many Rimarus, but you know, you can't win them all. I think I'm gonna get a little bit of damage out on him. Maybe try to kill Deanne here. Obviously, it's gonna take, yeah, a lot to kill her. But she's at least a little bit lower now. If she puts on the taunt, maybe we can get through with that much remaining HP, but we shall see. Didn't look like he was putting it on. The recovery disable again, really, or the, not recovery disable, but Infect screwing us a bit more. I got it. Going for Ludo, interesting. Didn't crit at all, basically, so I'm not sure who he's using in the back line, but interesting choice, gotta say. All right, let's see how this goes. Bam, bam. Life, or she gains HP back. Not quite a kill, unfortunate. Hopefully this doesn't disable Escanor. It doesn't. Okay, great. Either way, he was gonna get damage immunity, or debuff immunity next turn. Hopefully he didn't pull a take off ultimate move gauge card, I guess, but even then he's pretty low, so I doubt he doesn't kill Escanor here. Still going for Ludo for some reason. Very odd. Unless he just amplifies Escanor to death here. AoE, not quite. Okay, very interesting. So not sure if that's the play I would have went for, but you know, gonna damage Melee a little bit here before we ult, so that way it hits him and somebody else. He's dark damage, so I think it would have been, I think it's better to attack him over Rimuru because of type advantage, and then kill both of them. Honestly, kind of a good play. I don't know. I kind of want to test out Green Liz, or Green Elizabeth, because she's an SSR for one. She'll have a little bit better CC, hopefully. Not positive on that, but I think that she could be pretty good for the sole fact that she removes buffs. She has a better heal, hopefully, than this one. It's probably the same kind of heal, if I'm being completely honest. And yeah, I would have to put her in the front line, of course, to get actual use out of her. I don't know. It would be kind of a toss-up, I think. I don't even know if it would really be worth it because there's so much, or there's a lot of teams that don't use buffs in the meta right now, which means that it could just be a complete waste. So probably won't end up testing that out, but this was a decent experiment. I kind of had fun with it. Either way, kind of an odd one, but it's a little dry this week, gotta be honest. So hopefully we'll get the news tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes, and then yeah, it should be a pretty exciting week with the whole, you know, JP getting the 2.5 year anniversary for global, and yeah, should be some interesting videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.